But let's look at the car in question, because this is a 2002 Lexus SC 430.
Yes.
And you have a video of the vehicle.
Yes,
right.
Prior to sale.
We're going to watch. And you can narrate if you need.
So that's the back of the car. That's a little scratch, a dent right there on the back of the car. And then here on the passenger side, there's that little dent right there. Mm-hmm. That's the only two body damages to the car, and everything else is in great shape. The car, you see, it still has a shine to it, and it still looks good. And the tires and things were good on the car. It's past smog. It had oil change recently. So
when did you take this video?
I took that maybe the day before she picked it up or the day before.
Okay, so then, Ms. Hill-Smith, you started experiencing issues right away?
Pretty much right away, yes.
Like what?
So initially, there was a problem with the tire. It went flat for some reason. I thought it just had maybe a slow leak, so I put air in it a couple of times. And then finally, it just wouldn't air up anymore. I took it to America's Tire and had it replaced. The next thing that happened was the battery went out. I called Shay and I was like, hey, battery just died. And she said, no, that shouldn't happen. It was a brand new battery. It should still have warranty. She helped me arrange to get another battery. Then there was the dome light that went out. Then the washer fluid stopped working.
And this is all within what time span?
A few months probably after I got the car.
Okay.
My understanding was it just needed fuses. She told me about the antenna, which did not go up and down. It just needed to be, I guess, rehooked to the mechanism. Mm-hmm. But those were the real only problems. Everything else was minor.
So on page 3 is what you're referring to, is a text with a list of potential issues with the car. And she says rear bumper dents, which we saw, antenna connection, motor is good, air tire light needs value. So she kind of did mention a tire situation, right?
Well, when I had it replaced, it's more than just the tire need to be replaced or the valve need to be replaced. It's something with the wheel well is what the America's Tire told me. Okay.
Check radiator. You said she made no mention of the radiator.
When I look back at that, it wasn't like there was a problem with the radiator. It was just that there are fuses that are giving signals that there are problems, but it's just a fuse that needs to be replaced.
Okay. You're saying there were other issues that she didn't include in this list.
Right.
Judge Juarez.
Okay, but this was an as-is sale.
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you have it checked out by a mechanic?
She was my friend. I took her at her word.
Let's say you trust her fully, and she just doesn't have the right assessment of her own 20-year-old vehicle. Yes. Right? She doesn't have to necessarily be lying for these problems to occur. So why not check it out more?
I just didn't do that.
Did you have a conversation with the defendant about the radiator?
The only conversation we had about the radiator is what was in the text message. I tried to think of everything I can think of that I had issues with the car, saw that there was a problem with the car. And so we didn't have any conversations outside of the text.
Okay. And at some point, an issue with the battery came up, correct?
Yes.
And you actually helped her resolve that?
Right.
How did you do that?
Well, I purchased the battery from O'Reilly's, and when she contacted me and said the battery was dead, I said, okay, it should be a warranty. So we contacted them, and then they gave her a new battery.
So that's more than you would have gotten from a stranger, right?
Yes, ma'am. I would agree to that.
You're still using the car?
No, it doesn't run.
No, it doesn't run. Is that because of the radiator?
Yes. Well, no, it's because of the engine. The engine died. So the day that the engine died, I was on my way to her house.
And when was this?
This was the day of her daughter's bridal shower.
Do you remember what day that was?
Yes, that was July 5th, 2023.
So that was about 9 months after you purchased the vehicle?
8 to 9, yes.
Okay, tell me what happened.
It just stopped running. I was on the freeway and it just cut off. So I had to kind of turn on the hazards real quick and coast off the freeway. I was in the far lane and had to coast across traffic to get off to a safe place.
You had to have the car towed from that location?
Yes.
All right, and what did they tell you? They told you it was an issue with the engine?
That it was gone.
The engine was just done?
Yes, it was no longer good. I had to replace the engine.
Okay, was that the original engine in the vehicle?
Yes, that's the original engine in the vehicle. What I would like to say is that I see that she said she had to get the radiator fixed. She said $300. I always took my car to Lexus to get it repaired. You're not going to get into Lexus for $300.
No, you're not.
And so maybe who she got to fix the car did not do the right thing, which caused the engine to blow. The engine was a very good engine. I never had any problems with it.